hearts and sing, sing, sing. Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with the neighbor, dance with your friends. And then Florida's the place, place. Gardens growing. We've got that grace. You should join us, making life better, better. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with your neighbor, dance for your friends. Live for the moments, join the ocean breeze. Hearts and sing, sing, sing. Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom.
Oh, I was just grabbing water and thinking to myself, I've got all my water and my coffee over here, and I hope I don't spill. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in from the Sunshine State. I'm South Florida Sunshine. Feeling a little tired, feeling a little, I don't know. I was telling Shawnee over at Shawnee Grows, I woke up this morning and I was dysregulated. And if you've ever talked to anybody who is on the spectrum, I probably have, some ADHD, I'm pretty sure. Uh, it's a thing, and it feels like you say, like, you have clocks. We'll just say you have clocks in your head that help you run on time. Well, say you have like 8 clocks. Well, dysregulation is when they're all telling a different time, and maybe one's speeding up over here and one's going slow, and the other one is trying to keep time and it's maybe just a little bit. It feels kind of like that. Hey, I just wanted to welcome in Brenda from Duncan 1900 Homestead. She got herself in here first. And Robin, I got to see your email as I was going to finally check my emails today. I haven't been able to really check my email. I guess it's been a couple, maybe 2 since yesterday or the day before. I'm not really sure. This week, I'll tell you why. It's been crazy. And Miss Sharon, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I finally just got to read your email, and then you come in gifting those memberships. They help so all the gifts help so much because really I went for a whole year and I am just getting my first paycheck because I'm not stomping the ground on YouTube and putting out tons of content because I just can't do it yet. Um, Little Malachi requires a lot more of my time sometimes, and that's just the way it is. Hey, Jay Dixon, welcome in. Great to have you. Great to have you as, like backup for when Miss Sharon's eyes aren't, she's still healing. And you've been such a blessing in that way. And it's so good to see Miss Sharon in here tonight. Hey, T4 101, good to see you. Oh, thank you. I'm always happy to see you guys. You're the adults in my life. I'm with a child all day. And hey, Homestead Aquarius. Well, okay, maybe I do have some friends, that are that bring out the child in me. I won't say which ones. Hey, Homestead Aquarius. I love that. Hello at South Florida Sunshine Tropicals and all the sun seekers. Yes, I love that. The sun seekers. That's right. So let me start off by saying, okay, I got the greatest blessing this week, and then I'm going to be dropping. I didn't get to get out the email for today with the links. Um, I had a great blessing this week, and I'm so glad I got a blessing because I had a great happening that wasn't so great. Theron took off Tuesday, and it was to take our son to get his eyes done. I know. Hey, I never grew up. Get that straight, Carol. Hey, most of my friends that are tight with me, they keep that, child going on the inside. I'm okay with that because I do too. Uh, Tuesday he took off, and then we found out he wasn't going to be able to do Malachi's appointment because his pediatric ophthalmologist was supposed to retire. And so they called us and said, "Oh, he's not going to be in on that. He's not coming in the afternoon because he's retiring. We need to reschedule you." So Theron just had this random day off that he had taken off for that, but now I get to take Malachi. Oh, excuse me, pardon me, I'm a little burpy. So while he's home, our dog doesn't like my husband. I don't know why, but she just he makes her nervous, and it's his low decibel, like that low tone when he speaks. I truly think she was abused by a man, or she saw a man abuse her owner. And she just will bark at him when he enters the house every time. And when in the very beginning it was really bad. Well, that day it seemed like it was okay, but she was nervous because she didn't understand why he's home, you know. Uh, but out of the blue, the day, she was just sitting next to me. She had calmed down. She wasn't being as nervous and fidgety. And Theron noticed that Malachi had spilled his water on. He plays on this gym mat, and he went and got down, and you know, Rosie's right next to me. And within seconds, Rosie jumped down too. Theron was not facing us, so it was not like an eye to eye contact thing, which you don't do with dogs. He was facing away. And next thing I see is Rosie fly like the other way, this way. And I was like, why did I thought he kicked her, and he didn't. He flung her off his leg. She bit him. She bit him in the ankle, in the back of the ankle. So we have to rehome Rosie. And my daughter is just heartbroken because Rosie doesn't act that way with the girls. She needs like Prozac. I mean, the dog is still hyperactive, but she's also a puppy. So that was like crappy way to start the week. We love her. She looks a lot like our dog that we lost. And so that was kind of heartbreaking, but we know it's the right thing. I found this place called Home to Home. Let me know if you guys have used it, if don't have heard anything about it. It basically is taking the dog, and people come in and put in their information, and you're trying to transfer your dog from your home to another home, and just to keep them out of a shelter. Uh, there's another one that we could put her on, but because she bit him, and it really wasn't like no bruise, no, she didn't really bite hard. She, I think, nipped him as like a warning bite, like, what are you doing down there in that position, kind of thing. Still wasn't right. I'm not, saying it's right. So there's another one that we've used before when we had a dog that was completely psycho. And like they don't talk about that with rescue. Like if you have a family and you have children, it's very hard sometimes with rescue dogs to work things out without getting a behavioral specialist involved. And we just do not have the money. These, like my daughter looked into one, and this woman wanted like thousand something up front. Didn't even know if she was going to be able to fix the situation. Then wanted to change like Rosie's diet, and we already knew what Rosie was allergic to because I made her food at first. It was just so much. It's a lot to take on for a family. The other dog had, and I didn't even know this was a thing, she had rage syndrome. And it's basically where the dog's eyes almost go blank and dark, like they look like they're possessed, blank, dark, and then whatever is nearby, they will attack. It didn't matter who it was that time. Whoever was nearby him, they would get attacked. And so this whole Rosie situation, it's like, okay, maybe at this time in our life, we're not going to end up doing rescue. We're going to have to maybe look for a reputable breeder, or, a place that deals with reputable breeders and can do the tracking back to them that sells locally. And the only thing is I'll be house training, which I'm not looking forward to. We might actually get a puppy, which would be great for Malachi because he will benefit from the dog growing up with him, because he grew up around our other dogs, and our other dogs were used to him as a baby. And um, Resi, the one that we lost, was used to his, behaviors, and that they weren't, um, how would you say, the same all the time. Like there was a lot of change and difference, and she had him felt out. She knew him. That's what I told him, Tibor, but he has been getting every single day he comes home from work. She sounds like she wants to attack him with the barking, and she doesn't do that with my daughter and myself. And then when we leave, she hides in the room and won't come out. She won't come out. Like if Hannah and I go out somewhere, she won't go out. I'm totally like Hannah and I are totally willing to work with her, but my husband is not. So exactly, Duncan. That's what I asked for when I filled out the the request. I suggested she needs a, older single woman or single woman who has like teenage kids that are responsible around dogs, that are female. She needs an all female household, is what she needs. That's her preference. So, yeah, Tibor, I totally agree. My daughter and I agree. My husband does not. This is his home. I can't make him feel uncomfortable in his home. It breaks my heart because, yeah, I agree. But the one thing after that all like happened, and we're heartbroken. I suddenly get this thing from Amazon. I ripped into somebody in reviews because I was trying to get some new lights for in here. And when I ordered them, I was like, oh, good. It's like the right size and they look like the same lights that I want, which are hard to find. They sent them and it sounded like glass confetti in the box. And that's basically what I wrote. And I wrote that in the review. They didn't publish the review, but suddenly they turned around and invited me into the Vine program. And I don't know if you guys know what that is or if you've done it. It's an invite only program where you basically get free stuff to review, and you get to keep the free stuff and you can do what you want with it. So you can, recoup your time by selling it if you want, or keeping it or giving it as gifts, whatever. Okay, storms. But that was kinda cool. However, now, like, people are like, "Oh, that's really cool." Well, you don't get to shop all of Amazon for that. It's specific products that they put out, and, I'll show you guys kinda what it looks like, so then you'll understand what I'm saying, like, it's a little different than I expected. I just need to present it if I can. Um, but then today, as I'm being grateful for this thing called Amazon Vine, I had just sat down to finally eat something. I had started taking my pictures for my reviews, which I got this really great already a first aid bag, and I've needed one that my first aid kit fit right into it, and there's all kinds of room for it. Hey, Andrew, good to see you, Andrew's Northwest Coins. I hope you're feeling good tonight, hon. Um, and it's huge. Like it only came in two colors, so I could get cheetah or camo, so of course I'm gonna go for camo, and it's nice. I might be able to show you a picture later if I can access my pictures. So I'm going to see if I can add it to the stage. Okay, so this is the weird things that you get to see on Amazon Vine. Uh, they'll have things recommended for you. I don't know what they think I do, but for solar connectors, extension cords, like a lot of it is you like automotive. They sent me a lot of automotive stuff at first. I'm like, when have I ordered automotive things from you guys? Like never. Um, Tools and home improvement, I have ordered like a tool maybe here and there. But then you go into available for all. The last 2 days available for all was like a cover for those heaters for on the patio. Yeah, not using that in South Florida. So you go into the additional items, and I think it's different for everybody what you go looking for, but one of the things I always type in first is like, okay, let's see. And they're not going to have anything right now. I type in like the metals. So Homestead Aquarius would be pleased with me. And I got one kicked out today. Okay, so these are the sterling silver items that they have right now. You could get, this ring, which is lovely, usually costs about $19. Anyway, I am on the level where you can get either 3 items or you can get, or you can spend up to $100. So I think it's once and they expect you to do, like, I think it's like 60 reviews in a month is what I read. I have to go back and reread it. So that was a blessing because I know coming up, I am not going to be spending money. All our bills are going up. This is a chance for me to pretend like I'm shopping, and I'm kind of just spending some other people's money. I just have to say if the stuff is good or not. Uh, and then even today, like, if there's something good, you have to get it on the spot because it'll be gone. It'll totally be gone. Let me see if I'll share that tab instead. But I go and I look for, the metals. It's the first thing. And then I will look also for, gardening items and things like that. And today I was bummed because they had soil sifters and I thought, oh, those are just too small. And I left the page and went to something else to check something else. And they were gone by the time I got back. So it's kind of like that. If you want something, you see it, you have to get it like right then. So that first aid kit I got because I knew I needed it. And today I got like a pair of pajamas that is from Cuddle Duds. I don't A lot of people in the north know that brand because they make a lot of the underwear. What do you call it? Long underwear. They're a long underwear maker and well-known one. Um, I got this sterling silver. It's the mustard seed for Faith. My daughter, I got her a necklace that's sterling silver and it has like a little, lab created emerald and cubic zirconias. But so I was like pretty pleased and I had taken my pictures. Yeah, they make the long johns. Thank you, Janet. Hey, Janet. Welcome in, Janet. Um, yeah, they're well known for their long johns. And these are probably going to be like flannel. So I don't even know if I'll keep them. And that's the thing. I can, go turn around and sell it. Uh, so I was kind of like pleased. I got my pictures taken. I was getting ready to do reviews. I'm just going to sit down for a snack today. And I all of a sudden, like we have the old fashioned like blinds because they block out like the most light in the house. And that's what you want to do in South Florida to keep your house cool. My blind was open like this, and I guess it's a good thing it was because then here's a figure standing on my patio going towards my door. And I just screamed, not realizing it was the next door neighbor's son. And I've been instructed by my husband because he is bigger than I am and he is very strong. Like his family members, the last time he got into our backyard, it was two large males that had to remove him, and it was very difficult. Yeah. What is that? Let me see. Bummer. All five sisters. Yes, I know. But you know what? They almost look like they renamed them. Like, we're gonna just call them soil sifters because they, rust too quick for baking sifters. That's how small they were. But yeah, I know. Exactly. Especially these days when I know, and even the bag soil contains a bunch of junk. But I was gonna make one for myself, so maybe I'll have to follow through. Exactly. I can do some Christmas shopping. That's what I thought too. And also birthday planning. I already got Malachi as like my third thing, like because it was cheap. I got him these little safari toothpick things for cupcakes, knowing that I was going to turn around and also get him the safari balloons, and I might do like a little safari backdrop because he loves the animals. Or my stomach. What's going on? It's not producing blood. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, Andrew. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'll be praying for you, man. I'm sorry. Here I am complaining about my first world problems. But I did have to end up calling the police on my neighbor. That basically is what it boils down to because we have to keep a record of how many times he's coming over. Um, oh, I saw that storm. I'm not really concerned. It's supposed to go along the coast. I've seen like all the spaghetti models that they're putting out. But thank you. I will, Tibor. I'll definitely keep an eye out. But those are the ones like after you've been here and gone through threes and even, you know, Yeah, I was here and young and dating a firefighter when Andrew came through. So I've seen some of the worst of the worst. Oh, that's what it looked like, Miss Sharon. I'm so sorry it's coming up the coast to get you. Yeah, seize the day, seize the crap, and seize the day. Exactly. I'm sorry, Andrew. We'll be all praying for you. Exactly. Oh no, Miss Sharon. I hope not. Yeah, everybody is definitely thinking positively for you and sending out prayers. So, because I was dysregulated today, my fight or flight just like went berserk and just was like, um, eh, usually I'm not, usually I can handle situations like that. I know you see me and I can be hyper but I can usually handle emergency situations. A lot of people who work in ERs actually have ADHD because they work really well under that kind of like stress. And I work well under stress, usually, like certain stresses. I was just shaking and everything today. It wasn't good. But the police came out. They were very friendly, very kind. They were kind to my neighbor. They're like, he's trying. I said, I know he's trying. I said, we've been trying and working with this since he was young. I said, I have to call you now because of the size that he is and because he's so difficult to remove from our property once he gets into the backyard. I said, and also to keep a record. I said, because not only will it show it's been a recurring problem if something happens, it also may help them get more help. If that makes sense. And like, we still need to talk to the neighbor. We don't want to have any kind of difficulty. We know how hard it is for them um, to keep him, not from absconding because I guess his brother was watching him and his brother just went to go to the bathroom, turned away from whatever, you know, Marvin was doing because he had to go to the bathroom. Oh, I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say that. Anyway, and he ended up in my yard. Just took that split second where, he realized his brother wasn't watching him and he was out the front door and over here. But I have to say the brother was just as fast because I did see him come out, but I didn't see Marvin. Oh, I did it again. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't see him grab his brother. I might have to delete that. I don't know how to do that. So anyway, what was kind of neat, and this is, why I'm telling you this story too, is that police and I are all talking, and the ones that came out actually had siblings or like a cousin that had autism. And the one cop was like, make sure you tell them that, he's nonverbal. I said, I told him before that. I said, I specifically said, please send out a police officer who knows, how to handle themselves around, nonverbal autistic people. I said, I don't want anything to happen bad to him because he is nonverbal. This time, the lady asked me the question, is he nonverbal? And I was like, yes, yes, he's nonverbal. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. But it was great that there was a police officer, standing in front of me, and he's like, there's some cops that just don't know. And I'm like, thank you for saying that. I'm like, and I will absolutely make sure. I said, because behind me is my son with autism, and he will not respond like you would, want him to in conversation. He can say words, but he doesn't, he's not conversational. I don't know how to say that. And then after all this stress, the other cop who went into my backyard and was looking for the neighbor's son, because I didn't know if he left. He just came out of my eyesight and went down the side of my house. Yeah, note to self, I need to put up that camera. And I have the cop. I wish I had it on here. I don't know how to access it. Maybe I could access it. I might put it into a short. Um, if it's that obvious, but he's in my backyard and looking around, and I saw it after the fact, after he said, by the way, off topic, and he points to himself, he's like, plant nerd, and he's like, "Y- not many people grow Barbados cherries," and he saw my Barbados cherries because they were on my tree and ripening. And I was like, "Oh, really?" I said, "Because I thought it was like a common one in our area." I said, "Our area, it's great for Barbados cherry." And then he's like, "And you have a muscadine?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, kinda." I said, "It's a Scoopernong." I said, "They're the golden ones." And he was like, he lit up, and I was like, do you grow anything too? And he's like, yes, I have muscadines. And I was like, oh, are they growing good? And he's like, yeah. I said, well, mine's not growing good because my husband was removing it. But yeah, it was kind of cute. It was a great way to kind of end that stressful conversation was plants. Plants brought us together, but I was very grateful for police officers that came to the house that were familiar with autism spectrum disorder. Let me see what the chat is saying. So, and then I've got to drop the link, but I just wanted to get all that out to say, like, it's just been a week. Like, it's just been a crazy week already. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. I'm wondering how people feel if it takes up too much of their time because I'm seeing that it kind of takes up time. And I don't have a lot. Even though it's a blessing in a way, it's also like, do I have this time to give to this for these things? Because there's some things you hit on that are like good, and then there's like, you know, and like my time is worth more than that. Okay, Hubbard or whatever its name upgraded today to a Cat 4 drifting southwest. Where it is, let me see, 9 could strengthen if the two get closer to each other. Okay, then I'll definitely peek at it. I wasn't even opening weather apps because I was seeing the maps and it wasn't like really concerning me. But you never know. You just never know what could happen. Your family. Oh no. Is your family like that? Yeah, it's definitely for a speedy recovery for you, Andrew. My family, hold on. Today, my wife told some of my family members I need a cigarette holy. What's that? Family anniversary stop by with a few rolls and packs. Oh, is that like where they gather around and give to the family member? Oh my gosh. No, you don't. You do not need that. You told me you have fibrosis. Cut it out. Yes, let me drop the link, Barry. I am ready for my friends to come up and give me some info on their week. I know Robin's got exciting stuff too, and I'd love to hear what's going on with you, Barry, my brother. All right, I'm gonna drop the link. Just watch out for any trolliolios, solios. Okay, there we go. There we go. It should be coming up in the chat because my chat is so small. Yeah, are you feeling any better, Miss J? You're still ill. Oh, I just saw that. Okay. People who did it, tips and thought, oh, wonderful, Jay. Thank you. Okay. I did find something on Reddit about it. Yeah, so. I know healing thoughts for our Jay and Miss Sharon. PTC is what they use for potential tropical cyclone. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I got the ladies coming up. I have Miss Brenda to add to the stage. Please welcome her. And Miss Robin Gardens. Duncan 1900 Homestead, of course, officially. But
Oh,
yeah. You okay? Got it?
yeah.
Oh, awesome. Brought this
Okay.
out.
I just want to mute it. There we go.
Pumpkin
Robert
everything.
needs that one.
Robert started it, made it okay. Okay, get your camera hooked up, Barry. We're ready for you whenever you're ready. That's right. She's got her eyeballs on you, trolleys.
It's really, really hard to go through any store right now and not just want everything pumpkin, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny because my little mushroom smells so good, and I justify I don't get scented candles anymore, but I'm like, but this is at Whole Foods, so I'm just gonna believe that it's not bad for me because it's such a cute little mushroom, even if I don't burn it. It's so cute. This is vanilla chai, but it kind of has that pumpkin spice.
Ooh, I
Scent
bet
to
it does
it.
smell good.
Oh, it does. I love those kind of scents.
We got
So, ladies,
a pumpkin
go ahead.
brioche bread. It's lovely toasted, but I'm gonna make French toast out of it.
Oh, that
Mm,
sounds good.
I love
Mhm.
that. And stuffed French toast out of brioche, like where you
Ooh,
stuff
now
it and
that's
bake it.
decadent. What, like a cream
Mm,
filling?
hmm And
Oh,
with like a nice jam or something in it, like
ooh,
blackberry or even raspberry.
nummy num.
Yummy. But of course, it's pumpkin season, so maybe like a pumpkin pie. Good morning. Good morning, Anne's place. Good to see you. Oh, pumpkin spice. That's right. Stole my favorite. I love pumpkin spice. He makes fun of us down here because that's all we have in Florida to say that it's fall is our pumpkin spice lattes.
Robert at Homestead
Sometimes.
Aquarius put out a short today about his pumpkin spice adventures on the grill. You'll have to go watch his short.
Exact. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for plugging him. Yep. Go watch that short. Robert and his pumpkin spice adventures. So, what is I know that you're doing something. You were telling me you were studying, Miss Robin. You want to give
Yeah.
us any how's
Mm.
that going?
Oh, back in college.
Yeah. That's what I
It,
thought it would be
it's
like a
not
drop of
quite as easy as I thought it was going to be at all.
oh no, I
The
hate
first
that.
the first module was botany, and I'm like, because I was a life insurance underwriter, so I'm like, the human body is easier than
Mm,
there's so many different plants.
yeah.
But
True. I
they,
never thought of it that way. Yeah.
they
And
have
there's a
Right.
different,
lot of different parts to those plants.
Yeah.
yeah, and they're all, it just, and I'm
It,
older, and I'm just not
yeah.
quite into the whole
Well, that's what I
study
signed up
thing.
for that. Yeah, I signed up for that free permaculture, and it was like as soon as they wanted me to design my backyard with all the systems included, and like it was the second thing to do, like not explaining what all the systems are and what you should be using. No, just design your dream garden with all the systems included. I'm like, I don't know enough about permaculture to do that, and I don't have the time to go sit there and you're supposed to be teaching me something. Like, what's going on? So I felt the same way. I was like, no, it's just too much. And I just, thankfully, it was free and I didn't, lose any money. I'm like, I can't do this right now. I'll come back to you when I can.
Well, I've
When
been
he's,
retired for
Don't
4 years,
blame you.
and I'm used to taking those ongoing insurance tests because I was in
yeah,
insurance. Um, so I was used to being a lifelong student, if you will.
right. Me too.
4 years
Like I
is
wrote
a
you.
long time to be out of it.
Right. That big break. That's the same thing for me. I've had a big break of raising Malachi and not going back every 5 years to take my college courses to keep my certificate. Hi, Tofu. Good to see you. Hello, Tofu. Yeah,
My
it's that
brain.
Go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry, Brandon.
Oh,
No, I
I
was
was
going to
just
say
going to
this
say my brain is lucky to remember my name. So
on
Get
certain
no
days.
school for me.
I feel that on certain days for sure. I feel that. I was thinking like memorizing all the new vocabulary for the parts of the plants, the different types of the plants that have different parts. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if my brain could carry all that in or dump it out or even like let any of it sit in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I would do when
well, then
something is all go ahead because it's
no,
scientific.
then I got into the soils chapter, and I'm like, okay, I could do this.
Yeah, soil.
Mm-hmm.
So
They should
we'll see.
they should just start there.
Yeah,
Start with soil, work
yeah,
your way up to botany. Like botany's a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
yeah.
That's a
Start at
lot,
ground level and then work
right?
up.
I think it makes sense. Yeah,
Something
let's
to
just start with the
kind
seed.
right, something to kind of make you, be pumped up. Like I can do this. Not,
Yeah,
oh my God, I don't know.
yeah, like a
Anyway,
nice little hands-on project, with the soil, and then step into the seed. Like, they have to remember too that people who are going around, you know, and taking these classes, most of America, I think, is it like fifth? It might even be lower now. It's like a fifth grade average education level. So if it's not at that level and then building on it a little bit, it's really not fair. It's really not fair. Oh, yeah, Janet, I'm telling you, I have to talk to Emmanuel. Plus, I've been missing his Wednesdays. He, I haven't been able to get out and rip up my yard because it's just been either so stinking hot or on the weekends it's raining. When I have Theron home so he can watch Malachi and I can get outside, it's raining. And that makes it even more disgusting because it doesn't cool off in Florida. It makes it hotter and more humid instead.
Sticky. Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, Grandma Hudson. Oh, I didn't bring in my weird looking fruit. I had another, how I did that short, if you guys have seen it, on the soursop, the surprise soursop. I had another one, but it was very low lying. I'll have to take a picture and I'll post it later. So look for my post. It is the ugliest soursop. So weird. And I'm like this one, when I think it could have gone maybe another half day and I could have eaten it, but I think something didn't quite like it just didn't taste as good as the others. So I think the tree needs a little like food. It probably needs a little fertilization with all the rain we've been getting. Like it washed out the flavor of the fruit, all the rain that's been coming through.
Yeah, I would imagine as sandy as your soil is, it gets depleted quick.
Right. And I've been doing chop and drop, but that doesn't break down fast enough to be feeding that tree.
Yeah.
Brenda,
But,
where are you located?
I am in Missouri.
Missouri. Okay.
About 50 miles south of Kansas City.
Okay.
She grows gorgeous stuff. Very beautiful. She has beautiful, beautiful cut flowers and roses. Her roses are gorgeous. When the kids, that's okay. Let her do it, Andrew. Let her spoil them. I wish I would have let my mom completely just spoil my daughter because I was the same way. Like, you're spoiling her. And now I wish I would have just let her do her thing and zip my lip. Because that's what, grandmas do and aunties too. But what are you not having? I forget, Brenda. Did you say you did do some of your gardening or you didn't this year? Did you have
I did
the full?
some, but I
Okay.
didn't get everything planted that I wanted to. I just couldn't do
Gotcha.
it. And I really couldn't keep up with it very well. I went out yesterday and I picked a basket plus 2 grocery bags full of peppers.
Oh, wow. Please welcome
Yeah.
to the stage, Barry from Storms Radios and
My
Cats. Oh, that's
Hi, ladies.
hello.
I have a bamboo couch. Well, I've got the whole set, but couch on my front porch, and it is loaded with butternut squash.
Oh, wow.
And
I'll
there's
take it
still
all.
at least 8 more out in the garden.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So nothing comes
yeah.
for them though? Like that for the butternut while they're sitting there on the couch? Or are they
No.
it's an
No. Well,
enclosed area?
a raccoon might if it found them, but
Yeah.
they haven't found them so far.
Because I know the squirrels go after Anne's butternuts like crazy.
Speaking of
Me, I have
critters, though,
children.
we have a new one in our neck of the woods.
What do you have?
My husband spotted it coming home from work the other day across the road in front of him. A big brown bear.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh, he
As
might.
if the coyotes and mountain lions weren't enough, now we got bears.
I think I'd pick up the butternuts and lock them up. Kind of like, oh, look, they have a buffet for me. Yeah, I'm not embarrassed.
Now I've still got to get all my apples picked too.
Oh, I wish I could grow apples.
Me
Oh,
too.
Oh, I've got huge apples. I mean, they are huge.
I love, if you haven't seen Diva's short about the columnar apple, go check that out. I think I just gave it away, but go check it out. Carol, I stubbornly decided I'm not accepting this year's total crop failure, or is it crap failure? I'm not sure, but that's what it feels like. So I bought grow lights and started planting in my enclosed balcony. My first sprouts appeared 2 days ago. Yay! And that's wonderful. Yep, just keep growing.
Awesome.
And place, just keep doing it. Don't give up. You got to kill a lot of stuff before you get, fruit from your labor sometimes. That's just how it is. It takes a lot
Absolutely.
of trial and error.
So this is my show and tell, I guess, because this is all we've been doing this week.
Seed saving. Is that
Seed,
what I'm looking at?
seed saving. Yep, those are marigolds.
I thought so. They looked familiar. My
Yeah.
lemongrass kind of looks like that, but it's so. I haven't had anything. I don't know if you can really even grow from seed. Have you, Brenda, ever grown it from the seeds? The lemongrass.
What was it? Lemongrass?
Lemongrass. It's just easier to transplant, right?
It is easier to transplant. I've gotten seeds for it before, so I am assuming you can do so.
Yeah.
But I've never tried it.
Yeah, I tried it with the seeds that came off mine, but I'm not great with marigolds either. So it might be that type of seed that has that husk on the outside that just doesn't like me.
Yeah, Jay, this time of year they're looking to load up on food before they hibernate.
What are you going to say?
No, my friend said she can germinate marigolds on a brick, and I'm like, well, good for you. I can't. I sort of stink at marigolds. My philosophy, though, is save a ton of seeds and just plant a ton of seeds, and you will get something.
That's a great one. That's a great philosophy.
It just, it isn't. Yeah. See, I've got all kinds of.
Everybody has that little
cool.
that one plant that just doesn't want to grow for them.
Right.
I don't know what it is. I've laid them on the surface. I've planted them shallowly. I mean, I've done everything. And I just plant a lot of them.
Right. And we need them too for our soil with the nematodes and stuff. We need those other special ones to keep the nematodes down.
Yeah.
Jay Dixon.
Those grew particularly well. The varieties that I did for the root knot nematode, biofumigation or whatever, they grew really, really well.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I took a picture of it. I took a picture of the one you had.
Hello, Kentucky.
On my phone. Hey, we rarely get bears, but when they do, it is this time of year. Oh, okay. So you got to be on the lookout for bears too. Yeah, and Andrew's got the polar bears up there that'll basically eat other bears. I'm like way behind. There we go. Eating on a dead whale.
We come by my brother in Tennessee, and our friends that lived in Washington State for about 3 years, they had a real problem with it. He ended up ripping out every berry that he could find on the property because it was mostly what drew
them away.
Yeah, was berries.
Yeah, Janet, I want to take out mine and do some things with mine too. I've already cut some and I've got them for tea, but I need to, because when they die back, they can suffocate the plant if you're not constantly grooming the plant. And I just let mine go and it almost killed my plant. And I had a huge one. Brown bear grizzly, Missouri. Wow. Are all brown bears grizzlies? I thought brown. Are they? I don't know. I don't know bear talk. We just have the little black bears here. We don't, and we don't see them that much down here in South Florida where I'm at. We have seen coyotes by the lake.
Because y'all crazy drivers, they know better to stay off the roads.
What are you talking about? We're not. What do you mean? Hey, Kentucky Goblin, welcome in. Just surfing them. Hey, just surfing the web zone, huh? I like that. I drove all kinds and none ever. I'm so surprised out there, but that's the same thing with I'm surprised when Diva talks about she can't do radishes, but she grows these humongous squashes. It's so crazy. It's weird. It doesn't make sense what just doesn't grow for certain people. if you like look at the person and see the other stuff they're growing, you're like, really?
You have to be really patient with peppers. Some of them will take 3 weeks to germinate, right, Brenda?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, they do take a while to germinate, that's for sure.
And they like to
Some
be
do.
warm. So you gotta
Yes.
keep them in a warm spot in the house when you're getting them to germinate. You know, I have this like wire shoe rack that I got at IKEA, and it fits over top of the forced air vent on the floor. And so I will put things on the top of that, you know, with a humidity dome on. Otherwise, it would dry out too much. But then I don't have to pay for or the expense of a heat mat. But a heat mat would be good if that's all you can do with peppers.
Right. And I know too, like Diva said, hers were taking their time. A lot of people said because the weather was so crazy
Mhm.
this year, and then
The
all of a
weather
sudden,
was
once
really
that
crazy
heat,
this year.
once the heat was
My
consistent, they saw.
peppers just
Go ahead,
basically
Brenda.
sat there all summer. And this was my first harvest off of them, but it's like they just exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Janet, you're
you had
away
that heat
from me though.
like
Go.
Shawnee and I did though, there in Missouri. We had pretty high heat in June,
Mhm.
Oh,
and then
Yeah.
July and August too. So peppers love that. I've had
yeah.
good luck with peppers this year, but I still have 2 Anaheim peppers that are loaded. I've got a couple that are have turned red, but the rest of them are still green. So fingers crossed I get them.
Right. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of info on bears tonight. My info on bears is I fear them actually more than a lot of other things. When I've gone to Vermont and one of my old friends was like, "Oh yeah, we have a bear that's been visiting my mom's bird feeder." I'm like, I won't be leaving the house at night or coming back in the dark. Sorry, will be. Will not. I do not want to run into a bear because my little girl, like Hannah, was maybe 3 at that time. I was like, no, 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 no. Scare the crap out of me.
I don't know. We have all kinds of wild animals here.
I
That's
know. You
like,
said the cats, the big cats you have too. I don't like
oh yeah,
those
we have
either.
mountain lions. We know if we go out,
Oh,
take the dogs out
okay,
at night,
Tofu.
if
Uh-huh.
you don't hear the coyotes, it's because the mountain lions are in. Because they'll be quiet while the mountain lions are in. As like if you
Oh.
hear what sounds like a bird chirp, especially if
Mhm.
there's 2 of them and they're chirping, it sounds like they're chirping at each other. It's actually the
Yeah.
mountain lions communicating with each other.
Oh gosh,
Oh.
that's a good tip though. I know like the house cats do that when they're like seeing something that they want to eat, and especially a bird,
Mm-hmm.
they chirp. They chirp at
Mhm.
each other.
Mm.
But I didn't know the big mountain lions do it too.
Mhm.
Wow. Good
Actually,
night, hello tofu.
there's videos on YouTube of mountain lions chirping. That's how
Yeah,
they talk to each other.
that's so crazy. Yeah. Either way, none of them are Yogi and Boo Boo. Give them plenty of distance. Yeah,
No. Nope.
exactly. I know. You see, like that short of the guy who's just going to give a snack to a bear. Like, are you brain not engaged, right, dude? Like, what do you think? Like, here, little bear. It was a full size bear. It wasn't even like a cub. He was like, here's a little. He thinks your arm is the extension of that snack. You're an idiot.
Natural selection.
Yeah, totally. Totally natural
Gets the Darwin
selection.
Award, and then
Yeah.
he's gone.
And coyotes do the yip yip pow. Is that what they do? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yap.
Yeah. Yeah. Janet Potter was saying she gets to see them. They're more toward like the black bears that we have are more west and they're north of me. And I don't know like how many they have now in the Everglades. I have no idea. That's more southwest of me. But just hearing that we have coyotes now within the suburbs is so weird to me because we didn't have that. Like they're just really procreating a lot because now they're
We
hanging
we
out
go
in HOAs. Coming
well.
to the HOAs.
We go in cycles with the coyotes here. About 3 miles or so, there's forest preserve
I hear
district,
you, Janet.
which in this area, that
Yeah.
we have those, and the coyotes are in there. They come out here as well, so you see them out
Right.
in a little court.
Wow.
But it runs in cycles. It's the same thing with deer. We rarely see deer here, but occasional,
Right.
3 of them will be in somebody's yard in the morning.
Yeah. This is interesting. Anne's saying she didn't mean to do caps. I saw that already. They have brown and black bears in Turkey. And then she learned they also have white wolves. Wow. I wonder how big those white wolves are. They're impressed. I always loved wolves. Go figure. But a lot of them, I mean, you
They're
don't want to.
beautiful animals, but
They're beautiful animals. They're great hunters. They hunt you in a pack. But a lot of people have said many of the wolves do not if they're a lone wolf and things like that, they won't usually attack a human. I don't know how they recognize that we're human compared to food. But that there isn't, I guess, that many encounters. But I just always loved wolves. I don't want to meet one, don't need to see one in person, like out in the wild. Just think they're a beautiful animal.
My
They walk
my
away like they own the
brother-in-law
place. Oh gosh.
and sister-in-law had a half wolf, half dog.
Oh, some places those are
I
illegal.
would not go in the yard. I would
Yeah,
not
no.
go in the yard.
You don't know which is going to come out.
His name was
Which one?
Renegade. He was beautiful, but did not trust him.
I don't know. Yeah, I've heard of that, Tibor. There's a guy that actually has one that it comes around, but I'm starting to think he actually raised it like it was young when it first started coming around, the coyote, because it recognizes like his dogs and stuff as like family members almost. And then, but I would worry about that. Like, what if one day he decides to take the family dog off and that's how they hunt? Like the coyotes will lead your dog into the woods and there's the rest of the coyotes and there's bye-bye to your doggy. Oh, here we go. Adult white Arctic wolves generally measure 3.5 to 5.9 feet. I'm only 5'2". Wow. Oh, in length, but still if they raise up, weigh about 70 to 155 pounds. Oh my goodness, 155-pound wolf coming at you. Nope. Oh yeah, then you had to bury it because it was just getting too close. Yep. That's sad. I've heard, and
we
I
have
don't know
to
if
do that.
Is it true that they will, like, once the coyotes know one of the pack has been killed or died, that the females will go into heat and they will procreate? Okay. I
Yes,
had heard
they'll
that. And
replenish the pack.
it's crazy. What is this? They do look lovely on TV. I don't want to know up close either. No, Ann. I would like to go to that. I don't know how I would get there or how I would leave. I'd just like to be in that one room, and I don't even know where it is, where they have the glass wall that's like tempered glass, and on the other side is the wolves that you can watch, and the wolves come up. I just think that's so beautiful, but I have no idea how I'm getting in that building because I don't know, because you'd have to like sky drop me through the roof, I guess, because I'm not walking in that house or walking out on the ground. Too scary.
There's a wolf preserve here in Kentucky you can visit, and you're safe.
How do they keep them back from you, though?
Yeah, they have some that you can actually get into the pen with. If you're
They can get what?
You can get in the pen with them, but you have a handler. A handler.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of them are crossbred. So
Jay is saying she
Yeah.
lives in a tiny home village surrounded by fields and woods, and coyotes are out most nights, and is smart to keep small animals safe at home. Yeah, somebody had posted it about it being over at the lake, and that was one of the reasons. They know that there's small dogs in the neighborhood and everything. They'll definitely take care of all the stray cats.
Diva!
Hey,
Yay!
Maureen.
Hey, Maureen. Hey, Diva. I messaged you that, I was going to be late, and I was just going to drop it in here. Canoeing wolves were always nearby. That's wild. Hey, TN. Yeah, snack size. Me too, Jay Dixon. I'm snack size.
Yeah. We don't go out empty-handed here at night.
No. Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Both of my dogs they're small. One's a Pomeranian, and the other one is part Pomeranian and part Dachshund. So they're small dogs.
Mm.
Right.
In fact, we had an owl fly at my the one that's mixed. Fell
Right.
one night. And it was a good thing we were standing right there beside her and put our arms up because that scared it away then.
Right. I don't.
But it would have nabbed her in a heartbeat and been gone.
I don't know what we're gonna do. If they're gonna start hanging out here, we're gonna have to do the same thing. Because we're thinking of getting a smaller dog than Rosie. Rosie's over 20 pounds, and our Resi was only about 9. Hey, Tian, I said hi to you earlier. I forget there's the delay over on YouTube side sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I swear sometimes, Tibor, I think you are Tian. So that makes sense. A huge Kangal dog scares. Oh, Diva, I can drop the link again if you're ready. I know you're just coming back from your. Are you? Yeah, you're back. So I don't want to impose while you're getting settled back in. Huge Kangal dog scares wolves away. Oh, nice. Bred to protect farmers against wolves and tigers. That's awesome. Yeah, I think they're huge, huge.
Do you think sometimes the little dogs think that they're, like big dogs?
Well, they think they're bigger than they are.
Right.
Hey, it still hurts when
Exactly.
they bite your shins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, my 9-pounder would have gone after a coyote.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was fierce. She was a Schnauzer mix, and that Schnauzer that's also Rosie, they're hunters. Rosie's no doubt, no problem. She will go after something that invades our yard. And in fact, she was barking at the cops at first, and then once I started talking to him and she saw I was comfortable with them, she stopped and she just sat behind me like she was listening. But if anything went awry, she was there to take care of business. And she's a whole 20 pounds.
If one of them would have moved too fast,
Yes, towards me.
they'd have been missing an ankle.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. Or a kneecap, just something. Yep, exactly. There you go, Diva. That's the links for Diva. This StreamYard is not, it's delayed a little bit. There we go. Okay. It's hiccuping in the side. Let me see. Oh, yes, the pug. Yep, we had a pug too. Challenge the huge. All the kid does is pick him up by the neck skin and go drop him on the back steps. I love that, Anne. That's so funny. Yep, our dogs are earning it. Yep, it's kibble. Well, yeah, she gets fed she came to the rescue, they told us, with a stone already. So we give her wet food, and we try to get the better one, but I was making her food at first, but I'm like, yeah, I can't keep doing this. Plus, I think my husband was getting a little jealous. So,
It happens.
yeah, exactly. Storm.
Our friends started making dog food out of necessity, and just found out that it was actually cheaper.
Not ready? There you go.
Hey. So they'd make a week's worth of food, on the weekend. Chicken and rice
Yeah.
mostly.
That's what I would do. Yeah.
Pumpkin.
I ended up doing quinoa because a trainer told us they don't need the carbs. I like
Okay.
that shirt there, Miss Diva. That's a beautiful shirt you have on, my dear.
Woo-hoo!
Got my uniform.
Get your
Yeah,
sunshine merch.
there we
Sunshine
go.
merch.
Yeah.
Get your sunshine merch. Grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna.
Oh, she's been on vacay.
I've been on vacation, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hope you got your rest. Oh, Tien had a
I think
possible
so, but it
hog. Wow.
it is.
Go ahead.
You do get tired. You do get tired. Like you go, yeah, we didn't do much, and it hovered at about 89 degrees, which like that's reasonable, but the humidity was so high that it was like, we were going up to our room and there were,
Thanks for sharing.
two young girls. They were all dressed out in their, cute little black dresses, and they were heading to their room, and they said, they go, we were planning to go into town, but that means you're out in the elements. And they said there would be no way to get away from the heat at 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
And so they said, we're going back to our room to the air conditioning. And we said,
Yeah.
as we were holding our plates of cake, we said, so are we.
We relate.
We're not staying.
Did you get cake?
Yeah.
Where
That's
did
right.
you go in Mexico?
Cabo San Lucas.
Cabo. Okay.
Uh-huh. It's from the West Coast, over here, it's about 4 hours to get there. And so it's quick and easy and very painless. You leave in the morning, and by 3 o'clock, I've unpacked and I'm sitting waiting for the dinner to come. So it's my favorite place to go. And also Cabo San Lucas is small, and even I've not stayed in Jose del Cabo, which is right next to it. But again, they're smaller towns. So they're easy to navigate in if you're on foot and a visitor. So, but yeah, no, lots of sleeping was done, but yeah, I'm
needed though. You needed the rest.
I did. Probably not as much as I should have.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be one of the best places for sport fishing.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a couple of people say to me, if I were you, I'd be going out on a boat to go and do some fishing. And I said, why would I do that? It's not like I can go and
sizzle like a piece of bacon.
It's like
If it's
I can't take it home with me. So I said, Homestead Aquarius, no, I'm not going out.
Right. Sounds like something.
Yeah, he goes, if I was there, I'd be going out, renting a boat and going fishing. That's what you should do. You two should do that. I said, why? You're happy to lay by the pool.
Mm-hmm. And that's my weather. That's been my summer, even higher temps. So now you understand why I'm not in any hurry to go out and garden. I think I may have to change my channel.
Yeah, and even the locals, were even going, this is not our normal for us here. This is
right.
They couldn't stand it. Just the humidity was because the Pacific Ocean is there, and so usually, even though it's hot, there's enough breeze. The swimming pools are not heated ones; they're usually cool. But because our nighttime temperatures, it would go from 89 to 87 at night, and it was like a warm bath, and so there was no place to cool down. The pools did feel lovely, but it wasn't where you could cool yourself.
Right. Yeah, it gets like that here too.
No, I know.
Fishing.
Actually,
you
they
have to have sea legs. If you don't go fishing on the regular, your body's not used to it, and you can then go out and get yourself real nice and sick. So, some people will. I mean, some people can handle it, and that doesn't happen to them. For me, I have to kind of build up a tolerance to being out on a boat.
Yeah, no, I'd be fine. I'd be fine. And if it was something where I could keep it, which I guess what I heard is that if you do catch something out there, you can bring it back to the resort, and the resort will
Oh, then
take
you
it,
should have gone fishing if you're
and
fine.
then they'll
That would be
use it.
neat.
I don't know if
Right.
yeah,
I
it's
probably
like
would have fished, but I would have been on Dramamine, so I would have been a very mellow fisherwoman.
yeah. Yeah. If I was staying in my own place or something like that, and it was fishing for my own food or food
Yes.
for the community, then I would. But I was all about doing very little. Like I think we made it to breakfast
Yeah.
twice, and that was
Oh
it,
my
because
gosh.
we could never
Wow.
be there early enough. Breakfast is
Oh,
done
I
at
hate that.
10:30.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, not on a vacation. That's so not right. Oh, Janet's like fish belong in the ocean, not on plates. Wait a minute, and you live in Florida? What? What? I love fresh like fish from the ocean. Yummy. Although when I used to go out one time, I would catch I did catch mackerel. That was good fresh. That was amazing. You know. And I've caught like amberjacks and stuff, but I gave those away because somebody was going shark fishing. Um, but one time I caught a grunt. I don't know if you guys know what a grunt is. It actually grunts at you. It's probably a different name. That's just the common name, and it makes a little when you. There's no way I'm not eating something that talks back like to me. No,
Wow.
no. You fish can just do the thing and I can eat you. But if you start making noises like that, I just no, you're too cute. You have to go back. I've only been in small boats on a river and it's fine, but I've not been on one. Yeah, the ocean is different. You never know what you're gonna get. I mean, they may say one thing, but whew, I've been out before where the storms have rolled in and you are trying to hurry up and get back to shore because you can feel a static electricity raising in the air, and that's very bad when you're on a boat. If your hair on your neck starts to raise, you get low on that boat really fast because there's a possibility of lightning is going to strike your boat.
Yeah, I've got to get off of here.
No.
I'm going to
Okay,
be in
hon.
the chat though in a few minutes, but we've got to take the dogs out to go potty. So,
Yeah.
but I'll be back in the chat in a few.
Okay. Have a good one.
Hi, Brenda.
Bye-bye,
Bye, Brenda.
Brenda.
Thanks for joining us. Please check out Brenda's channel, Duncan 1900 Homestead. Even if she doesn't have recent stuff, her stuff that she has on there is great.
Tian says you can also sell the fish at the fish market. I used to go deep sea fishing, and the fish I sold would pay for the entire trip, which, you go, okay, I'd go fishing for that.
Right. Yeah. If they would, allow you to do that. Amberjack, they paid for the trip. Yeah. Well, I couldn't sell my amberjack because that was in high school and I caught two and I gave it to the guy who was going out later. I didn't care at that time. I was a kid. I was like, nah, it's fine. You can have them. He probably went home and filleted them and ate them. Who knows? I don't know. I was just like, yeah, it's fine. I didn't want to take them home. I had never had amberjack at that time. So I was like, I don't know what to do with that. And I don't know. Yeah, you can keep it. Plus, I think it was extra money for them to fillet it and wrap it and take it home. And I didn't have extra money with me on that trip. It was just basically to go out deep sea fishing with your class. That's why I took marine biology, all for that trip. I selected it in high school because I knew that trip was part of it.
He said he said he'd keep the red snapper. That's one of my favorite. I just think
I've had
so tasty.
Yeah, I used to date somebody who free dove for them.
I love when they make it Veracruz style in Mexico. It's yum, yum.
Yeah. Robin, have you had trout?
Yeah, we can get trout up in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Brown trout. Yeah.
I haven't had trout in years. I that's one I really like.
I
don't remember why I like it, but I remember that I do really like that one.
It's mild and tasty.
It's a very good freshwater fish. Very good. Rainbow trout.
That's the one I like.
What we can mostly catch up there is bass, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass.
Okay. Yeah. I like, if I'm I'm gonna have a cooked fish. I prefer the halibut or sole, but I mostly eat sashimi.
You do
Mhm.
the raw stuff?
Yeah. Not, like I'm selective of where it's coming from and
Yeah,
who's preparing it. I don't
right.
wouldn't just, eat grocery store.
Of course not. No,
Mhm.
just they all have worms.
Uh-huh. Yes.
That's okay because Marissa can give you a good old parasite cleanse. I have faith in her. I can't do so. I can't do it. I can't do raw fish. I tried. I've even tried like where they serve you the tuna and it's just a little bit like touched by
No.
fire and it's still pink. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I thought I could, but I can't do this.
Like ceviche, is that ceviche where they cook it with
Ceviche.
Ceviche is the lemon or lime. It's the citrus cooks it. It's how the fishermen used to eat out on the boat. They would bring
Mhm.
lime or
Many
lemon with them and salt.
many in the Pacific Islands, that's, it's a
Mhm,
good way to cook it when it's
mhm,
ding dang hot outside. Because,
mhm.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I ate, like, I would just get a bowl of the ceviche and
Mhm.
just eat it with a spoon, and some of
Yeah.
it would be super spicy hot, and it was just delish.
yum.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tien, I
Mm-mm.
eat it all raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that explains some of your personality quirks there, Tian. Just parasite cleanse of the brain.
Yeah,
Mm,
no wonder.
explains something. But yeah, I haven't been fishing in so long. I definitely would love to go fishing. My husband is not. I thought he did fish when we got married. And so I was all excited to get my fishing license. And then he's like, didn't really fish that much. And I'm like, what? I'm like, we fished when we first got married. What are you talking about? And I think he still holds it against me because I was the one who got a bass first. Well,
Mhm.
dropped the line in the lake near our old place. Yeah. So yeah, I was like, "Oh, I think you're still holding out against me." But he was
Mm.
trying to figure out how we could do that and watch Malachi at the same time. And he didn't realize I already had a place picked out, which has like a playground, so we could swap off the rod. We'll do it someday. I don't know when now, but we will. I have faith that we will. My faith like a mustard seed. I'll get to go get out and go fishing.
Mhm.
But yeah, I like dolphin or mahi mahi. I like it black and grilled. I love Florida lobster, which I don't have a connection anymore. I used to get it fresh. I Yeah, so fresh, and we would grill it and put butter and like some Cajun spice on it too. Would serve it with some like yellow rice, like the Spanish yellow rice. Oh my god,
Mhm.
so good. And black beans, like the Cuban style black beans, and then I'd make like a fresh kind of mojito sauce to go over top.
Did I
Oh,
tell you about the conch? One trip to Florida, they told us, "Oh, you have to have conch. It's the best." We tried it
yeah.
fried, we tried it grilled, we tried it spiced. It didn't improve it. It didn't get any better.
Yeah, it's not. I do like a conch soup like that they have like a Bahamian conch chowder, but and then I had some. They're almost like a hush puppy, but it's really like the same flavors of the Bahamian conch chowder, and I liked it. Um, it's more because of I like the seasonings that's around the conch, I think, than necessarily the conch is just kind of like a clam. You could probably throw a clam in there that you wash really well,
It's
just not
it's
the clam
flavorless.
juice.
It's
Mm,
flavorless. It's
yeah,
flavorless.
it's very mild. Conch is very mild. But I like the Bahamian conch chowder and I like the little hush puppies that they make like that. But down in the Keys, like you have to get it kind of closer to the Keys and it's better.
Oh,
Mm.
Although there is
some of the
one local place,
best food
right?
in the
Yeah.
world is in the Keys.
Yes.
Oh my
So
gosh,
good.
everything we tried,
Okay, Anne. Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah. I had some really good food in the Keys too. And they
Cuban.
also have great
Oh.
rum runners. I where who said that? You what? That's 20-year-old Carol talking. Actually just came out for a second.
Maureen, you were cranking out some videos for while you were gone.
Yeah, well, it started out with, okay, I'll make sure that I have at least one, or I have at least 2 to 3 shorts, and then I was able to throw together or piece together a long form. And unfortunately, my long form, when I was filming it, there's a lot of scenery with me moving the phone and the tripod in different places, and you're watching that, and then you'll see me turn it off, and then I'm talking to an empty screen, not filming, and then back and forth. So I was filming the moving and not filming me talking, but I could piece it enough together. Probably the parts that I didn't, that didn't make it in. Those were probably the most important parts, but so I did get a long form in because I didn't think I would. So I thought I'll have 3 shorts. And then I had the one, and then I kept grabbing a couple of other shorts. Excuse me. And then just before I left, it was like, oh, I've got 8 shorts done. And so I just pre-scheduled them.
Hey, badass dang. Oh, badass 93 dang. I can never say the whole thing. Sorry.
Have you had a chance to look at anything since you got back, Maureen?
Sorry?
Garden-wise? Have you been back long enough to look at anything yet?
I've been back to look. I mostly
That's sacrilege. I'm sorry. Janet said she ordered pork at the Fort Lauderdale Sea Watch. That's sacrilege. What? You're supposed to order seafood.
And so then but no, when I got home, there was 22 quarts of salsa made. And
wow.
7 quarts of grape juice made. And then she also made some peach butter, and her friend came over and used our equipment to make some pear butter. The amount of tomatoes that are in the video that I picked, that I brought out, those have all been processed and put into the freezer, and there is probably another third more out there now than when I left. So she's gone and done another picking, and they're all like just fist size.
Wow.
And sitting in my living room in boxes, like how your table was. And so it's just massive. And she says, Mom, and there is tons more out there. So yeah, they did well this year. So I need to get into some processing of getting them into the freezer, just because I'm not ready to do the tikka masala. So I mostly just was like, changing the bedding for the chickens and doing some chicken chores and because today I'm making bread. Plus I do have I'm a satellite teacher for the college music program. And so I had my student, and I had to do a 2-hour lesson with her today. So it was making bread and a 2-hour voice lesson. So I didn't, I went to go do some things, but as I was doing them, it was like, I need to move the jars into the larder, because it's like, where am I going to put these 22 jars of gorgeous salsa? Where am I going to put them? So I get them in, and then I think, okay, I need to move some more stuff. But you know what? I should go do some laundry, because I just got home. And so I go into my bedroom and I start pilfering through the suitcase. And then I go, you know what? I'm really tired right now. I think I'm just going to go lay down for a few minutes. And I did that instead. So it was
my pantry.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'll just be down there. I'll bring it down into your pantry, because I do need someone. I need some extra space. So thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. So it was one of those things where it was like, I'm in my room. Oh, my bed. I should lay in that now. So, yeah. So I just did the bread, and then I did put in a load of laundry. And unfortunately, when you come home from some resorts, it's like, why does everything kind of have that wet mildew smell? So I have to wash. And the load I just did, I had to wash it again, because it's like, nope, I still smell it. I still smell it. But Anyway.
Oh my goodness. No lobster. Yeah, but you guys have the New England lobster up there is what I'm saying. TN. Up near Maryland. You guys get those invasive blue crabs, lots of them, because we used to go up there and have tons of blue crab. And and you could get lobster up in New England area and near Maryland. But conch, I never had conch chowder or any of that up there. Clam chowder maybe, but not. Conch is real popular in the islands down here. I've just never heard of it up. Like, let me go to Maryland and have conch. No, sorry. Nope.
Doesn't happen.
No, just doesn't fit. Just doesn't fit. What were you gonna say, Robin?
I'm at the point where I have a crap load still coming in. We have 3 days in the 80s this week. I'm no complaining. I'm not complaining, but this is pretty common with most of my tomatoes right now. Is all of this splitting gunk, and and then see they start rotting.
Yeah,
before they are really ripe. This is not ripe yet. So that's what I'm
not ripe. That looks really ripe.
No, it's not ripe yet. It's still hard here.
Oh, okay.
It's got the color, but it doesn't. It's not. It's like this one too. This one's still real
Walmart
ripe.
He said it's Walmart ripe.
My neighbor, God love him. I gave him like 10 beautiful tomatoes that were just ready to go.
Oh, hey, Dwayne.
Put them on the windowsill to ripen. And small because this was earlier in the summer too, when they weren't doing like that.
Yeah. My vines were getting blight. I think I said that last time we were together, underneath them, my yam vines. So I just yanked them up because they came up on their own anyway. I was using them as just ground cover. And once I flipped over with my foot and saw it, I was like, oh, no. We don't need to proliferate under there. I don't need a bunch more spores. Let's just take you out of there. Yeah. But yeah, Dwayne, that's common with the weather. The wet and the hot, at least down here, that we've been having. We get a lot of blight. I find that's what attacks my my cantaloupes and stuff when I go to grow them. It seems to take them out, their leaves and everything. So I don't have much patience when I start to see blight. I'm like, I'm not spraying the heck out of them. It's coming out of my garden.
I don't
have enough patience.
Blight that I know of.
You haven't? Wow.
Not that I know of. But last year I got something called botrytis.
Botrytis? That sounds like a gastrointestinal. Sorry.
The stem got ooey gooeys on it and whatever. And so we carefully harvested what we could quickly. And then Al and I just worked together and we surrounded it and took it up and completely out so spores didn't leave the plant and put it in the municipal waste. Nothing else got it. I was
thank God.
So worried that it would spread. It was the first time I'd ever had it. And I haven't got it this year.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. Actually had well, it's also because I didn't uppot it. I had one of my Kerry mangoes. I went out there after we had all this rain daily, and it wasn't even a lot. It was just enough to make it disgusting and make things grow on plants. I go out and my Kerry mango looks wilted. It's still a young tree, and I'm like, what's going on? And I look at it and it's got anthracnose all over it. I'm like, shit. I'm like, oh no, excuse my French. That wasn't French, but I was like, you gotta be kidding. So I all I had was the copper spray, and I was like, I'll just try and save it, but this doesn't look good. It's the stem is going black. It looked bad. And I don't know if it's gonna make it because now, it's just a stem. a few stems, and I hated it again. But yeah, I don't know. It's okay because once I started eating a lot of carrots, I'm like, it's not my favorite, so I can let it go. I've got to watch my other mangoes, and they're doing well. I don't actually want any fruit tree that requires a lot of babying. If it can't survive in my yard, I don't want to deal with it, is how I feel. I want ones that love my yard and are like, oh, we're happy to be here. And that's the ones I want. I may be just, ridiculous of a gardener, but that's how I feel. I want a very low maintenance, lazy garden. So.
Al and I were talking today, and it was like we didn't want to admit it, but we're at the point where we are tomatoed out.
Right. I bet
21 varieties and all. I mean,
you think
it's a problem, but we're just kind of done.
Yeah.
Well, but it's like, how many tomatoes does it take for Robin Gardens to be done? It's a lot. It's not
it
just
is a lot.
Well, she got 20 pounds of tomatoes. That was a lot. No, that was just for snack. We haven't even gone to the full course meal buffet yet.
Dwayne, I'm trying to understand that. I've read it a couple times. If your tomatoes have that, be sure to see your garden center to see if Sure Grow is right for you. Growing, maybe? If growing is right for you. I don't know if it's right for me. I suck at it a lot, but once I do get things that grow, it's fantastic, and I'm just going to keep with it until I figure out all the things that I can grow, and I don't have to spend a lot of time out there going, are you okay? Do you need some copper or sulfur to live? Like, I don't want to be doing that all the time. But yeah, the copper is for mangoes and are sprayed. The organic ones down here, they will use copper and they will use sulfur on them to combat the funguses that we have among us down here. We have a lot. We have a lot.
Well, there's a good name for a channel.
Yes, neglectful acres. Exactly. Yeah. No time to deal with it, acres is like it.
Pretty much how my gardens look right now. It's like I saw Shawnee Grow. She did a short where she's putting out her she got a whole bunch of bags of cut left grass. It was supposed to be just thrown out, and she's like, this is good, this is free, and it's already starting to break down, and all her fall gardens look beautiful with these rows and fluffy grass all snuggling them in, and it's like I look like what happened with what war was going on in your front yard, Maureen, that your plants are all like
It's like it all this. I mean, it's been hot still, and you would think that everything would still be green and thriving, but it's like the plants know it's
time for bed,
fall, and we're supposed to be done. My flowers,
mine have not been getting water. That's my problem. Is my next cycle of water bill was $750.
Oh, and I would be zero escaping. But how do you do that with fruit?
I thought,
holy cow!
I thought $225 was outrageous.
Oh yeah, no. You have to remember everything in Canada is $7,000 more than what you would pay. And that's just my water usage. And usually we hover at about $500. So it's only $200 more. And it's by and it's for is that for you monthly, or is that a cycle for you?
That's for 3 months.
Yeah. So mine I think is for 3 months as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, but still,
so it's still a hefty bill. So I've been watching and going, oh, it might rain. It says it's going to rain. It says it's going to rain. I'm going to hold off. And if I do collect some water, and I do have rain barrels and stuff, but I just haven't been getting out there, and I have collected some rain, and so I was throwing it on some plants, but it's always that thing of I should mow the lawn, and then I should Should put the water on it. No, but I should let the chickens out. Again, it's this process of, well, and then all of a sudden I end up back in bed.
Which
and
what
I just
first?
I'm that's right. I'm gonna go sleep.
Which what first? Janet, it depends on if you have the fruit fly that loves those things. Papaya is difficult for me because as soon as it is pollinated, there is a papaya fruit fly. She looks kind of like a helpful wasp, and that's what I thought she was at first. And she goes and she will make your papayas a nursery. The other thing is with your papayas, they can be male, female, or hermaphrodite, and you want the females for the good fruit. But I did just see something that I'd love to actually try, and so I might grow a papaya again. I basically ended up tearing down my papayas because I got so frustrated with the fruit fly because I couldn't even get a bag on the fruit, and she was already there. Like it was just immediate. As soon as it closed up to form, she was on it. And you could see like where she had made her little spots because it oozes out lovely white. I can't think of the secretion right now. It's not like a honeydew, like it's just, yeah. But I saw in Asia what they do is they cut into the tree, they put like wood through it, and it can cause it to change its sex, which of course this is from a short. So that's why I say I have to experiment. I have no idea. But in the process, they will put it through like one way and then they'll put one another way, either underneath that cut or above it, and they'll bend it down. So then you can deal with the papayas horizontally rather than it constantly going vertical on you. And I was like, okay, that I could net. If I could do that and the plant would live, I could net the whole plant and keep her away from it. And I might have a chance of getting papayas.
Wow.
So I hope that answered your question. It can and it can not be. For some people, they have none of those problems because they don't have the papaya fruit fly. But they do get very tall here. Yeah, your joke was funny, Dwayne. And yes, that disease was on her tomato she was talking about. Her tomatoes had it. The one that sounded like a gastritis or an affliction for the stomach or your bowels. What was that word again, Robin? What was it called?
Botrytis with a B.
Botrytis with a B. Okay. I have to look up
So it's an
something. I
itis for
always
your
learn
butt.
something new. Yeah, that's why. Botrytis. It does sound like
Botrytis.
right.
Here we go. I'll put it in.
Being ill, I have sorted through harvested items to get rid of rot, nothing else. I donate to people and they want more fuss than I can. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's awful when you don't feel well either and you're trying to manage everything coming in from the garden. I do hope you feel better really soon, Jay. Here in Canada, wait, what did I miss? Can be costly. I still just plant and pray if it makes it. Yes, that would be plant and pray acres. I like that one. Plant and pray acres. There you go.
That's
Good.
another
If
good
not, oh
name.
well. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
yeah, that would be my place if I ever got acreage. Plant and pray. Welcome back, Brenda. Sorry. Let me see if I can get down what I'm missing. Ouch, water is including in our assessment. Oh, that's wonderful. So no
That's
direct
awesome.
water bill. Yeah, it's the well water. It's great to have that to tap into.
Well, so
Yeah.
on the water bill, they like to make you feel, really good. Like you are 50% less efficient than your most efficient neighbors.
Yes.
They're 20%.
They're stirring up crap over there. I'd be like, excuse me, you poop stirrers. Stop comparing
I
me
don't
to
think
my neighbors.
No, mine doesn't say that. It just says note, a 5% penalty will be added to any amount remaining unpaid on the due date indicated on this bill. What's the due date? Oh, end of September. Yeah, they don't do any encouraging, hey, just, are not nothing nice.
Yeah.
But
Dwayne, as long as
I
there's
pay
not
for
bears. Sorry.
I pay what goes out or what comes in. So I had 164 cubic meters And so that was 346. Then the sewer fixed charge was 44. Sewer usage rate, $100. So, and then the sewer treatment charge, because they have to treat whatever it is. And then I have to pay for my organics cart and my garbage cart and stuff like that on top of it. So we pay what comes in, but we also pay for a portion of what goes out. So I do tend to, like if I'm washing up a big batch of potatoes, I'll wash them into a bowl with running water, and then I'll take that water out and pour it on the plants. There's no point in it going down the drain. I might as well use it if I'm paying for it. So
I love this, Janet. I'm going to make that a shirt. I suffer from that too. She says, Miss Sharon, I have to do that. I have preparation hesitation. Yes. Yes, I have that too. I get overwhelmed with all the things I want to do, and then my brain just shuts down completely.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you won't be doing anything if you do that. Stop that. I would get land in Alberta, Saskatchewan. Oh, all the different places. Oh, you broke out of Canada. Wait a minute. North Dakota, Montana, Kansas, Pennsylvania, or Oklahoma. Yeah.
Yeah, we are considering Alberta. Saskatchewan's too far and it's too flat for my liking. And all of it is, all of those three provinces, their highest grow zone is 4. So it's like,
oh, yeah, no, not for you. You would be so like sad. For all the, that's terrible, Miss Sharon. That's terrible that you got.
Oh, it's gonna get
Is
bad.
that still from the hurricane that went up and damaged all of, the Carolinas? Like that you guys are dealing with that stuff running into like the groundwater, or what is going on? I sold 4 out of 5. Oh, wonderful! You sold 4 out of 5 paintings? That's fantastic.
congratulations.
You have to come up and show those pictures one night. We'll have to have an artsy fartsy night because Robin has some artsy fartsy in her too, and Diva's got the singing. She can do the singing, and we'll show pictures. We'll just have an artsy night. The fee and charges can be more than the cost of the product itself. Regulation did it with electricity. Oh, he's in Alberta.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay, my husband is from Alberta, and it is a different country altogether. But the philosophy that's going on here is one that is not worth staying in and living here. So that's one of the reasons why we would actually leave, is because of the amount of power that this province has. Like I'm still in the middle of my nightmare. So that started in January. So we're at 9, heading into our 10th month of them violating my life. So I don't really care if I stay here in this province, which is one of the nicest ones for diversity of land and stuff. It would be, moving to a place where I would have a little bit more anonymity if I could. But it might be that we go to the other country, Alberta.
Yeah. That would be so hard though, because you'd be giving up your zone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
And that is one of the hardest
of room
things.
in Kentucky.
Yeah, and my daughter is and she bought a house in Ohio, so I'd be close to her.
Right. Yeah, and I like that idea. We'll have to have a painting night coming up over on the channel. Yeah, well, everybody could paint. Like I used to teach. I could go back to doing just like teaching something simple.
Yeah.
Plus, I need it to be simple because I'm so out of practice.
I'm going to say bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. It's not true, Carol, because we've watched you just paint something while we're here talking, and you go, "Oh, look at this little rock I just painted," and we're like, "Yeah, that looks pretty primary and out of practice kind of painting." Yeah, Carol.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Well,
okay.
Robin knows what I mean, and you do too. Like when you haven't been singing for a while, you don't feel, in your wheelhouse. You just don't. You're like, I used to do better. I can do better.
Of course, we always can do better, but it's fabulous. It's not, yes, out of practice, and so you get into practice, but your out of practice is amazing. So you just
thank you, my
hush
friend.
about it. Hush about it.
So my best stuff was always when I was like depressed or super moody or something. Then you just kind of pour all that into your painting and it comes out great. You know, and when you're happy, the world's fluffy and whatever,
the world's fluffy.
It's just not the painting doesn't reflect any depth or something. I don't know. I think some of the best painters of history were all screwed up people.
Yes, they were. I think though they trace that back to the stuff that they painted with because they were exposed to so many like carcinogens and things that could outright just kill you, and they're holding their brushes like in their mouths sometimes while they're painting. Like, little cadmium, delicious.
Probably it.
Oh, yeah. I think we tend to be. If there's an artist in you, you tend to be. And I used to tell the kids that too. Like, you know, they would be like, "Oh, I want to be an artist," and I'd be like, "Yeah, no, you think you do?" I'm like, "You are, yeah." But even back then, I was so like, artists are here, and I'm not even quite an artist yet. So I would like just have to grin and be like, You're an artist. Everybody's an artist."
Anybody who's trying to make it as an artist, God love them, because
there
is so much mass produced stuff out there that people just gobble up. And it's
and then the other part is you have to have the social circle if you are an artist, and sometimes that's just who you know. Just like the music industry, there's amazing talented people who never got a record deal, who never got noticed by, you know, the big money, but their talent is still incredible and they're still out there huffing it. North Dakota is also, I've heard that about North Dakota. It would probably be like you're saying, like Canada. North Dakota and South Dakota, I think, are some of the safer states too that show up. Like when they do all those, like, which are the safest states to live in the U.S. or to raise a family? And I'm like,
a hogwash.
Yeah, I think
because he wants everybody to move to Kentucky.
Right.
He just wants everybody to come to Kentucky.
Yeah, Dwayne, I agree. It can be, for sure. Garden. That's what I'm having. That's what's stalling me with my backyard. That is exactly it, because that's how I look at it, and I can't get my landscape artsy enough. Plus, I like things balanced in my art, and I'll be like, well, I have that, but I don't have another one to put over here to balance that out.
You're one of those, huh?
Yeah. J3GS Farms.
Me, I'm like, it has to be off, you know, asymmetrical, you know.
Yeah, or even asymmetrical would be fine. Like the threes. I don't have three of them.
Oh, okay.
Just, you know what I mean? Like, I'll have three that look like that. So I don't know. How can I do this?
No, unless it's like a tree, it can be moved. Just put it in.
It's trees. It's all trees, Robin. I have tons of fruit.
Okay.
Trying to figure out fruit trees is hard. Because you also have to consider how big they're going to get and how much you're going to have to trim them down to keep them manageable. Yeah.
Let me turn my camera around, turn it on. I can show you this.
Hey, Gulf Coast Granny, good to see you.
So has anybody ever done the cherries that are bushes?
Like the Nance cherry? Nance cherry, I think.
There's one of them. Romeo and Juliet, you know, they're the male and the female.
Oh, Mary.
They do go up the zones in Canada.
She melted. How cute.
Oh,
so cute. Yeah, that was adorable.
Sorry.
She didn't even look real at first, the way she was just laying there.
Just wait for it to fall off.
I
Anyway,
do
but
have
no, I haven't.
a cherry
Yeah.
bush, Robin. It's never produced anything. I have it in a pot though, and I'm and I don't know the name of it,
Yeah.
but I bought it about 3 years ago, and it just keeps leafing out, but nothing else. But it is to be a bush cherry, not a tree.
This intrigues me. I think I might want to put the, we love our cherries, and I have 2 trees, but more is more.
Yeah. I
Hence
like
why there's
the
so many tomatoes in your house.
Yeah. Just remember that.
And blackberries. There's a
Oh
theme
my
That's
here.
pretty
God.
cool,
Don't even
Tibor.
talk about blackberries.
Oh,
Right.
trust me, about 2 weeks ago, Al said, the birds can have the rest. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys have
My
so
whole
I
many.
picked a 6-gallon bucket of, I think, what would be the last of the
Enjoy your
pears
breakfast, Dan. Sorry,
that had
Dan's
fallen to the
going.
ground, and they were probably the nicest pears of the whole bunch.
Oh, wow.
And but it's like and that's the last of them, but I've already thrown out probably 2 more 6-gallon buckets full in the past that had dropped because the rabbits are eating them and stuff like that. So I don't want to keep giving them a food source because I just didn't get around. So but this was just a ridiculously huge bumper crop of pears this year, and I should have just called gleaners to come and glean and do whatever you want with them. Gave away a bunch.
It seemed like it was on the island too, because I know Howie had this like huge amounts. That's probably why he was never answered, because he was like, "I've got a ton too of pears."
Yeah.
Or Food Forest Permaculture is who I'm mentioning. He's not far from our
he's not
lady,
far,
the diva. And
not
I
far
saw
from
him
my house.
pulling. Yeah, I saw, and apples too. You guys had a really good year for pears and apples.
Yeah.
He had a bunch too. I would love at least the apples. Pears, I'm like,
Yeah, well, I'm allergic to them, but I still am
Yeah.
I'm happy to grow food that people will eat. And most people that would eat the pear just in itself, they said it was the absolutely best pear that they had ever tasted, in the sweetness and the texture. They were just perfect. But back to you, Robin, about your intrigue about this Romeo Juliet bush cherry. I know you were kind of finished, but it's like, do you have a place that you can get that particular one, or?
Yeah, online, or it would be an online order. I can't just go local, but yeah, they look like they're rated, very well. They tell the story. I think I told the story. Stop me if I'm repeating myself, but went to Costco. It was probably like 5, 6, 7 years ago now. And they had cherry bushes, and how Costco has 200, 300 of them.
Yep.
And so I came home and I said, well, I got to do research. I don't know anything about this. So I did. And 2 days later, I was back. I'm going to buy it. Nothing. They were gone.
Wow.
Someone came in there and just cleaned them out.
Yeah, you just, if you see something at Costco and you're not sure, you just have to buy it, because you can always take it back.
Take it back. Yep.
But,
I'm just talking away on mute because I can. I was going to say Costco is like doing Vine. Like, if you see it and you like it, you've got to get it, because it's not going to be there when you go back.
Especially with the live stuff.
Garden center.
Yeah, with garden stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was surprised the policeman was like, "Oh, you grow Barbados cherries like here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, don't most people? Like, I bought it at the big box store." I was looking for one though. Like, you have to look for them. But I saw when I went out there, I'm like, "Oh, that's why," because I had berries that were turning red, so it caught his eye, and he was like, "Oh." They looked really good, but I also noticed like some of them looked perfect, and I pulled all of them off that were blushing a little bit. But as I'm looking at them, I'm like, uh-oh, that looks like little marks of something that tried to suck on my cherries. So now I got to go out there and figure out what bug is on that cherry that I'm not seeing. It wasn't major damage. It was just like you could tell something was giving it a little taste, like the little dots on some of them. So, but I would love real actual cherries. These are not. They have large seeds, but they're delicious and they're acerola. So
you can do the sweet cherries down there. It's kind of hard here to do the sweeter.
We can't.
Or the
not zone 10B. I can't do.
Oh, that's right, because of the cold. Oh, because of the cold.
I don't have the cold. Yeah, I don't have the cold. I would
Got
love
it.
to. That's why I said apples, cherries. Like even Janet said it, but alas, Florida. She's like, I would love to do apples. We have the Anna apple, but I know David the Good was saying like, it was all right. Like it wasn't like a woo. But yeah, I would love cherries. But anyway, so this one, do you have a picture of it? Because we could put it up. Maybe.
No, but it's a bush. It's a bush style cherry.
Bush.
So it stays low, so it'd be easy to cover. Which that would be optimum because my big tartan cherry is going to get
pretty. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My big tartan cherry tree is going to get so huge that there's no way it can be. It's going to have to be a shared with the birds.
I would love a tart cherry. So good for gout.
That's all I have are 2 tart cherries.
There's these 2 on the side. One is the Romeo and the other one's the Juliet.
Yeah.
So you plant them together?
Male and female. That's why my 2 cherries, you have to have 2 varieties to do their thing.
Right. It's weird though that they are showing cherries with both of them. I love these places that do this. They've got bad reviews probably because of that. Because somebody didn't read all the way through that they need another. Here, and then here's the Juliet. Oh, Juliet got better reviews.
That's probably why mine hasn't done anything because I don't have 2. I only have 1. But then I don't know if it's a male or a female either. It has never flowered.
Shoot. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
They're really pretty though. They're real gorgeous looking. Okay, let me see if I can pull that off.
Some places are so good about telling you need to. Like Stark Bros is one here in the States. And when you start to look to purchase something there, you have to put in your zip code, so your zone, so that it will only let you buy things that are good in your zone. I'm like, yay, that is awesome. And then if you purchase or put something in your cart, they'll say this requires something else. We suggest this or this. And I'm like,
94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how many times
I've been on that site where they do that because they I hardly had anything for me. They're like, nope. Nope. I was like, we have this one for 10B. But which one was that? Do you remember which one is that? They're like, no, we can't. Like that's not going to grow in your zone. We suggest this.
Yeah.
If that was that them, the one that you mentioned, Stark Bros, or was that?
Well,
Gurney's is usually good. Like I've gone on Gurney's and they're usually good at explaining stuff.
It makes sure that if it needs another plant.
Yes.
That
they mention it.
Absolutely. So, fair warning, which is awesome because I've made plenty of mistakes over the years. Plenty of them.
Yeah.
So you researched it. That's a great idea. You bought them, so then they were yours, and then went to a corner before you left and researched it really quick. Yeah, I'll actually do that as I have them in my cart, and I'm moving around the store. If they have a bunch, I'll do it right there. I'll look it up on my phone because our big box stores for a while were notorious for bringing things here that will not grow here. Like I don't know how they get hydrangeas to live as long as they do at some of these stores, but the typical Cape Cod beautiful hydrangeas, you take them home from the store and suddenly they're like, they just die. It's almost immediate. I'm like, are you giving them drugs? How do you keep them looking nice while I walk in your store, but I take them home and they die? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I found out that was the zone thing.
When I was working in a garden center, I would just tell people because,
good, yeah.
We would sell it. The tag would say that it was a perennial. And I'm like, this is, unless you have a really awesome microclimate to put this in, this is,
yes,
one zone south of us, and it will not survive the winter. Even if you covered it, even if you did whatever, it's not going to make it.
Right.
So if you buy this, treat it like an annual.
Oh, speaking of, like for frost and stuff, that's what the other thing I missed, but it was frost blanket, like the zip up bags. I don't know if they zipped up, but they were bags for the tree. I looked at it for 1 second, went to a different page, went back, they were gone. And they were on Vine. I could have gotten them for free. But I'm like, we really don't. I don't know if we're going to get frost this year unless things go whack again. But we didn't get the cold like they got up North Florida. It was snowing up there, and we were barely getting down in temp for our winters. But yeah, that surprised me to see those there. I was like, well, maybe I should just hold on to them just in case. You never know.
My first two cherry trees in the yard. Do you remember Kmart? The store Kmart?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So Kmart had this lovely clearance section. Everything would go 75% off. And that's how I started a lot of stuff in this yard back in the day. I didn't have
Blue light special.
I didn't have funds to fill the yard. And so I bought 2 cherry trees. Dwarf cherry trees, and we had those probably 22 years. But cherries, they age out.
Most dwarf trees do before the regular tree itself. Like if they have a dwarf variety, the dwarf will age out before the regular size tree will. At least from my experience and talking to people who keep fruit trees, even with the tropicals too, it's that way. I'm wanting to get back to Janet Potter. Yeah, there's certain ones that can withstand the root knot nematodes. Like my everbearing is pretty good, but it does take a little time for them to get going. But once they get going, they really get going. But the everbearing will start fruiting pretty quickly. Like they will even fruit sometimes when you are starting. What do you call it? It's not starting them. When you're taking the branches, cutting them off and sticking them and propagating. When you're propagating, it's the weirdest thing. They'll start to sprout this little stick, and then at the top of the stick, you'll see fruit. It's like letting you know, like, I'm going to be a mulberry, just in case you forgot what I was. I'm going to be your mulberry in here. Proof. Yeah, I had them on the top of some of my cuttings. Okay, Miss Sharon, that's fine. I was going to run and get the weird looking sour sop, but I won't because I've got 2 that I don't know where they are. They're behind their screens doing things. So mysterious. And I know Shawnee is a busy girl because she's got a lot going on. I spoke to her a little, well, not talk, but we like send verbal messages, and she's really great about keeping in touch with everybody. I don't know how she does it. But yeah, she's got a lot going on. She did make her amount at like 3:30 in the morning that night when she was pushing for her 1,000. In fact, she made, I think it's like 10 or more over, which is great because I had told her what happened to me, how they took me 10 back after I announced that I was at my 1,000 people in 4,000 hours. So she's got great things coming over on her channel for you guys. I can't wait for you to see it. I've already got a shirt, we'll just say.
Cool.
And yeah, great stuff.
Would it,
But I'm gonna, if everybody's kind of low key, what were you gonna say, Robin? Go ahead.
no, would it be worth for Janet to put marigolds in and mustard? You know, the
I
caliente
could
mustard.
try around the tree, but it depends how young the cutting is, because she was saying the person who gave the cuttings to her is up north, so I don't know how old the cutting is, but it's something to be aware of, like that they can attack certain uh mulberries down here. Like I have one that's called Bryce's World's Best, and I think I actually need to use the rootstock off my everbearing to keep it kind of safe, but I have to still do some more research. And I didn't know that about mulberries until I got this other type. And then I realized how many different types of mulberries there are and how many I want to collect. But yeah, I mean, if you have the area around the tree, the marigolds and like the mustards would help, the French marigolds. I saw difference with the mustards for sure. The cutting's it's only a few months old. Oh, you've got time. Okay, yeah. And it's still in a pot. Yeah. You have time.
Okay.
Just make sure the pot is large enough. They do take a little while too to root, like to really create roots. It's the weirdest thing. Their roots are very fine at first, but they take a while. But the stem will look like the cutting will look like it's fully rooted. You'll get like the greenery and everything, like it's going really well. And you go to dig it up and put it somewhere, and it's got hardly anything for roots. It's really crazy. But
Janet, if you want to, on Messenger, on Instagram, send me your address to Robin Gardens. I'm also Robin Gardens on Instagram, and I will send you some caliente mustard seeds and some of the two kinds of marigolds that are good for root knot nematodes. Because I've got
that's sweet. Oh yeah, you've got all those seeds. I might have to send you a message too to try the ones that you had.
Okay.
Because I just tried the Baker Creek mustard, I think it was. I tried to plant some Florida mustard. The suckers didn't come up. I had bought them from a local. I'm gonna try again. I was kind of disappointed. So yeah, we'll see. It was a local though on Etsy, so I don't know if they gave me, recent seeds or not.
Janet, are you on my YouTube channel? It gives my email address. Go ahead and email it to me. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't want you to post it here because.
Right. I don't think she would. She's pretty, and Janet's playing the anonymous card. I don't think she would throw it out there. And you didn't put anything on. Have you put anything on your channel recently, Janet? Because I would love to see like what you've got going on over there. That would be really cool. But since it's quiet tonight, I don't know where my other co-hosts went. They just, I know they've got a lot going on. And Robin and I are chatty as can be. We probably could go for another hour, but it is already 2 hours. And I'm surprised. Like, wow. I wasn't sure if I was going to last tonight with the day that I had. I really gave a shock to my heart today with that going on. Oh, thank you, Miss Sharon, for posting the link to make it easier. And we welcome back Miss Sharon, and we pray for her eyes too, and send all the good feelings her way, that she will continue to heal. And same thing for Jay. Thank you for your support while Miss Sharon wasn't able to do all the links and everything. But you're great too with coming in there with when we're talking about a subject and saying like, here's some things on bears. Great. So thank you everybody in the side chat. We appreciate you being here. Those are my members. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll have members only content for you coming this week. Sorry, I was all caught up in the Vine world. I'm still getting used to balancing that out. But I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for you. And I guess we will see you over at Diva. So you're doing your live tomorrow night, ma'am? Oh, what are you drinking, Miss Delicious? Looks yummy. Red stuff over there.
Grape juice from my tree.
Yummy. Fresh grape juice from your tree. Well, on that note, it looks delicious.
It is very
Yummy.
good.
It doesn't have anything else in it.
No.
Oh.
Secret
No.
Just checking if
Yeah.
it was a little grape juice cocktail. Oh, peace to you too, Jay. And J3GS, I was going to actually do the packet today of the seeds, and then I had the whole police thing and all the drama. So I will get to you. I have not forgotten, and I also have something for Jamie that I have to send out. So much love, everybody. We will see you at Divas tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock or 10:30. Wait, 7, right? 10?
7 for me, 10 for you.
Yeah, I always want to add a half hour because of my time now that I go on. Okay.
9 o'clock.
Got it straight. Have a great night, everybody. See you at Divas tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, and Barry's on Sunday if he's live.